Jahir Martinez with Fight Hub TV, sponsored by Stagefront VIP. Here with Dmitry Bivol in the city, beautiful city of New York City. Dmitry, first of all, it's very good to see you. Very good to see you. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great.
Enjoying the city, huh?
Enjoying, but not too much. I like cities where more greenery, more trees, and you can see the sky.
yeah, compared to the other days. Let's just jump into it. We have a big fight tonight. We have a lot of topics to talk about. The big fight tonight, Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor. Just want to get your quick prediction on that, and also what's your thoughts on Teofimo's comments that he made that is circling around about, taking Josh Taylor's life. So let's just start off first on the prediction of what do you have tonight.
I don't like to make predictions just because only God knows how things will happen. And about these guys, I didn't see too much their fights, to be honest. But I saw Taylor couple fights, and I see he's like more. For me, he's more skillful guy. He's bigger and more skillful. But Teofimo is like strong. I see him strong. But interesting fight, of course.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting fight. It's a lot of people that are saying it's going to be a 50-50 fight just because of the caliber they both have. But what do you make of Teofimo's, comments that he said he's ready to take, Josh Taylor's life? A lot of people are not entertaining that. Just say that Teofimo's saying that because mentally he's not fully there due to his last two performances. So what do you make of those comments that he made about Josh Taylor's life?
Why he's not?
Just because, the performance that he had over George Kambosos when he lost, and then this previous performance, when he debuted at 140 against Sandor Martin, he didn't look too spectacular. So people are saying, and at the comment that he said at the end of his fight with Sandor Martin, he said, do I still have it? Am I still there? So fans are saying the comment that he said now that he's ready to kill basically or take the life of Josh Taylor tonight, do you believe it's just because he's mentally not there, or what do you make of it?
Every time it's different. We're different people. Someone, if he lost, on the next fight he will be like not confident because he lost last fight. But some people, they're getting better after the loss. It depends on Teofimo mental thing. I don't know how he is.
We'll obviously see what happens tonight.
We will see here.
We have a big fight coming up July 29th. We also just like to quickly break that down for us. Errol Spences, Terence Crawford. What's your thoughts on that big fight? Obviously, you're going to hopefully watch the fight. And what do you think of both fighters at 147?
It's an interesting fight. I will watch this fight 100%. I will try. And I like both of the fighters. But Crawford, he looks more skillful, for me, because he could change his position, orthodox or southpaw. I like it. He feels distance very good, but it's an interesting fight.
They say that Errol Spences Jr. is going to have the height advantage, the reach advantage. Do you believe that's going to play a huge role and for to be a key victory for Errol Spences come July 29th?
Sorry, please again.
So they say, fans are saying that Errol Spences is going to have the height and the reach advantage. He's taller. He's going to be long. Yeah, he's taller. So they're going to have the first press conference this Tuesday and Thursday. But they're saying that height advantage and his reach is going to help out, to help him win. What do you think about that overall?
I think for Crawford it's not big problem, because he moves a lot. When you move a lot, you can. That is your opponent is richer than you. It's more high, and you move. It's kind of equal, movement and reach of your arms. And I think Spence has another pluses, not just reach, and not just taller. He's smart. He's like I like how he's plastic. I mean, like gymnastic guy.
Yeah. They say that Errol's
awkward.
I believe Errol Spences is awkward in the ring at times. They portray him more of an old school fighter. He has an old school mentality and also just the way he fights. So possibly it could be that due to that, right?
Yeah, of course, and I like his mentally how he's in the ring. If it's not if something's not going well in the first rounds, he's trying to be in focus. And like against fight against Porter, I watched this fight and I like how he was focused all fight. He tried to be focused. He tried to do his work well.
Terence Crawford had, he faced Avanesian not too long ago. Spence is almost having a year off. Do you believe that's also going to play a role, just being off so long for almost a year? Could that rust play a factor come fight night for Errol Spence?
What? Please again. He didn't fight a long time, yeah?
Yeah, he has fought, I believe it's almost been like a year ago. Errol Spence fought almost about a year ago. Terence Crawford fought maybe like a couple of months ago. Will that rust playing to be a factor come fight night?
It depends why he didn't fight, If he didn't fight because he had some problem with his body, it's one thing. If he didn't fight because he need the rest, it's another thing. We will see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. It'll be a big fight. So let's just jump into the topic about you. There's a lot of discussions of obviously the fight with Beterbiev. There's been rumblings as well. Oscar De La Hoya mentioned that he wouldn't mind placing Jaime Munguia in a fight with yourself. We know that you were looking for the fight versus Beterbiev. We know also the Canelo fight at 168, 175. But what do you make of David Benavidez's performance over Caleb Plant when he beat him just in March?
It was great performance. Benavidez is great fighter, of course, and he beat Plant, and I thought that he should beat him, and he did it.
With that performance that he had, at the end of it, they offered him, obviously the fight versus Canelo. He said he'll welcome a fight against you. He said that, obviously you sparred before. Would that be a fight that you'd be interested in with Benavidez if a Canelo or a Beterbiev fight does not welcome, and how would that fight play out?
I just prefer fight to get fight for the belts. Doesn't matter who it will be, who's the face, who's holding these belts. I wanna fight for the belts, and if I didn't get fight for the belts, I wanna fight in my weight class for just to shaking up and waiting my another chance to get this fight.
As you stated, you're saying you want to fight for the belts. Yeah. There's that talk versus Canelo at 168 that you possibly, if I'm not mistaken, that has been said that you wouldn't mind going down to 168, becoming undisputed there. But we also had that fight, the big fight that everybody's waiting for. It's against Beterbiev at 175. What is the current status of that fight right now? Because there's two topics at the moment. The biggest one is the money, and as well the politics of what's going on with the belts. What is the current status of the fight with Beterbiev?
Just fight against Beterbiev is just my weight class. I shouldn't lose more weight. I will feel myself comfortable in my weight class, and I will fight for the belts. Of course, it's a great fight for me.
What do you feel more comfortable at the moment? Because again, that Canelo fight they keep on mentioning. If I'm not mistaken, you'll go down to 168, 175. But where are you comfortable the most at this moment?
At this moment, I would like to fight 168 against Canelo for the belt. Not for. If I fight against him, I want to fight for the belt. Not.
The rematch that takes place, a lot of fans are saying if the rematch takes place against you and Canelo, it will be the same outcome. You'll beat him again, if at 175 or 168. What do you make of that? The fans are just saying that overall.
I'm really thankful for boxing fans, but it's not like. I think it's not like if you did something once, 100% you do it again. It was 1 year ago. Many things are changed. It could be more easier for me, or it could be more harder for me. It's not just I beat him again. It's just great. I have to went through the great work in my training camp to fight him again. Of course, it's not like, he beat him and he will beat him again.
Oh, you know how fans are. Fans are very critical, and fans, always say, well, he beat him once, he can beat him again.
I could. If somebody made something once, he could make it second time, of course.
Did you see his last performance against John Ryder? Because again, the critics were very critical about Canelo, and they're just saying that he looks like he took a step back. Canelo against John Ryder and his home in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. What did you make of his performance overall against John Ryder?
To be honest, I didn't see full fight, but I saw a couple part of the fight, and John Ryder is not just easy fighter, you know. He's strong too, and maybe Canelo wanted to show Guadalajara fans some changing, you know, punch changing, yeah. And this is why he got a lot of punches, I think, which he shouldn't get, you know.
Could it be due maybe because of the age and his performances before, because the performance with you, the performance with Triple G, and now with this performance, could it be just over the age and maybe a lot of battles he's been into?
I don't know why. Sometimes we just not in the mood, you know, to show great performance. Maybe it was that day when he wasn't in the mood. Maybe it just changed. Maybe it just place where he was. I don't know. And I don't want to think about it too much. I have my my business in my head, you know, which I should worry about.
Going back, and just two more questions from me. Going back, Oscar De La Hoya just said that, like I mentioned, he'll welcome a fight with you and Munguia. What do you think about that fight, and would it possibly be a catchweight, or would you tell him, if you want to face me at 175?
To be honest, I didn't want too much that fight. When my team told me about this fight, but to be honest, I don't want much this fight. If we don't have another options, okay, let's take this fight. But I prefer to fight to get opponent from my division, you know. Or of course, I told them, let's make fight against someone who's in the top of the ranking, or if we can't get a fight for the belt.
Last one for me. Don't know if you had a chance to see the performance or the fight of Javonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Did you get a chance to see it, and maybe what's your thoughts on that performance overall?
I saw a couple rounds. To be honest, I didn't see all fight, but I saw, and I like Javonta Davis. For me, he was favorite on this fight, of course, and he proved it.
What did you make of Ryan Garcia's how the fight ended? Did you believe the body shot that he took was the reason why he couldn't continue?
Why not? Yeah, maybe. We couldn't feel what he felt. Maybe it was just too much pain. But I like how Javonta Davis was control. Everything was under his control. How I saw a couple episodes, even when he got punches, he felt himself like everything under control. And Garcia was acting like by emotions more. This is what I saw.
Indeed, it was a great fight overall. Dmitry, thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with Fight Hub TV. Looking forward for your next fights. I know you have a lot of numerous fights in your hands, and hopefully we get the Beterbiev fight. What? Hopefully we get the Beterbiev fight.
I hope this year or in the beginning of next year. I hope soon. I feel it like it could happen soon.
Thank you, Dmitry. Thank you so much for your time and speaking with Fight Hub TV. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.